A new animal enforcement department in Columbia County is officially back in service after a lot of back and forth over who will have jurisdiction over it. TV 20's Ethan Badowski tells us why Humane Society employees still have some concerns.
Columbia County officials are hoping a new animal enforcement department will be a boost to rescue dogs like Felice.
Public safety service. We provide enforcement of the laws concerning animals, vicious dogs, aggressive dogs, nuisance animals.
Krause said the department will mostly deal with dogs and cats, and issues with bigger animals will still go through the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. The department's goal is to create better responsiveness to issues with animals, something Krause says residents complained about in the past.
We wanted to make sure that people got a responsive answer if they were calling in for animal enforcement. We're still working with the Humane Society. They actually do the animal care portion. We bring in the animals and they take care of the animals.
Some Humane Society workers express concerns that this will only worsen the current overcrowding issue they face.
We're a little worried about this. And they just took over yesterday, so this is all coming to fruition. We're just gonna, work together and keep an eye and just straight and narrow on our mission and while we're here.
However, Gerondale does still think it will be a net positive.
They are going to educate the community, do more education while they're out there, collecting these animals.
And leaders with animal enforcement say that if you want to help animals like Sabina here, the best way is to adopt from the Humane Society to create more space. The Columbia County Sheriff's Office was initially going to take on this department, but eventually declined. A CCSO representative said Sheriff Mark Hunter did not believe it was best for the agency to take it on at this time. In Lake City, Ethan Badowski, TV 20 News.